The broadcast stream of these championship games is brought to you by West Shore Home.
Welcome to the NCHSAA 2A Men's State Championship game. The Reidsville Rams undefeated, third straight trip to a title game. Northwood Chargers upset special. Number 3 seed looks to spoil one of the best teams in the state. And a fun night for high school hoops. Welcome into Joel Coliseum with Chase Dunhalter. I'm Evan Budgerbuch. This Reidsville team is special. 59 straight wins. That's the best mark of any team in the state. Now Northwood's battle-tested. How did the Chargers pull the upset tonight?
Well, the biggest thing, Evan, for Northwood is early on, they've got to get off to a good start, and they've got to pack the paint area, force Reidsville to shoot the long ball. They're going to have to close out and be physical on the boards. But this is a matchup between two teams that have had great seasons, and it's all culminating tonight with them in this competitive matchup. I expect this to be a 4-quarter game.
We have college players all over the court tonight. How about our Riddle players to watch? And Deontay Neal leads the charge at point guard.
He's right at a double-double, and he is lightning quick, creating for himself. He's got NBA range from beyond the three-point line and dishing off to his teammates. And he's got so many great guys on the outside, and Kendra Harrison, who he's standing next to, on the inside to distribute the ball to. And over for Northwood, what a job Cam Fowler has done this season. Right at 21 points, 7 boards per game. He had 19 in the regional final on Thursday to get to this point, and his teammates look for him to create, look for the big shot, and he can distribute it as well. And on the defensive end, with his size in length, he can create issues, blocking, creating steals, and just creating havoc and really impacting his team in a positive way.
2 programs with 30-plus wins. How about our Ingles food for thought? What must Reidsville do to go back to that?
Well, knowing that Northwood's going to play a zone, they've got to find a way to break through that zone matchup, and then getting out on the run is their strength. That's when they can go on big runs. And for the Chargers, they've got to pack the paint area, limit the touches of Harrison down low, and then on offense, they've got to pick their spots when to go all the way and when to shoot it from the outside, because they're shot blockers down low for Reidsville.
2 of the top 10 ranked teams in the state battle out for this 2A Men's Championship. Reidsville, Northwood. We got opening tip when we come back to Joel Coliseum.
The broadcast stream of these championship games is brought to you by West Shore Home.
Welcome back to Joel Coliseum here in Winston-Salem. Two of the best 5 teams in the state, Reidsville and Northwood. Heavy-hitting matchup in the 2A men's bracket. And such a fun look at Reidsville's starting 5. Kendra Harrison's committed to play at Oregon for football and basketball, and he anchors the starting 5.
He's one of the best players in the country as a junior in both sports, and Deontay Neal, football and basketball prospect as well at a high level. Scales, Sharp, and Jones are all excellent players that'll play in college as well. And Jason Ross, what an amazing job he's done with this team. The chemistry that they play with and the discipline is evident when you watch the Rams play.
6th year for Jason Ross. He's looking for back-to-back state titles. Northwood, meanwhile, at 30-2, runs the table in the 2A Mid-Carolina. Chad Graves, that's an important power forward tonight.
He is, with his height down low. He's the post presence for the Chargers, along with Fowler, Harvey, Blair, and Burleson. This is a versatile lineup that can score the basketball, and they can win playing different styles for their head coach, Matt Brown, who's done a great job with this year's team and what they've been able to do navigating their tough schedule.
180 career wins for Coach Brown. And these are two of the winningest programs in the state. 30-plus wins, dynamic matchup.
Yeah, I mean, for these programs, everybody knows about their success this season, but in the past, and they expect these schools to make deep playoff runs almost every year, and the expectations are very high within both of these teams and communities.
You see the Northwood faithful, 6th trip to a final. Keep in mind, though, Chargers 0-5 all-time. This would be a cherry on top.
They're looking for this opportunity, and coming off a big victory on Thursday night, they're playing with a lot of momentum.
Reidsville Rams, 5-time state champs in basketball and 23-time state champs in football. This is a dynamic program.
Yeah, and they want to add more to that, and tonight's an opportunity, and this is a group that's played throughout their high school career, but also, Evan, they go back growing up together. There is a chemistry and kind of a sense of awareness of where they're going to be on the court because all those games and practices they've had throughout their time growing up together.
These programs met in the infamous John Wall Classic in Raleigh. Great tournament last year. Reidsville won that game by 15, but both coaches said, hey, that's yesteryear's matchup and a state title on the line.
Yeah, different teams. Drake Powell at UNC was on this Northwood team last year, and you lose one of the top players in the country, and you even make it further this year, and that's a testament to Matt Brown and the team that stepped up, and Jason Ross, what he's done, having so much success on these stages, this big platform. His team always comes out ready to play.
Joel Coliseum is absolutely bonkers tonight. The prime ticket of this state championship, the 2A men's battle. And the 5-star standout, Kendra Harrison, on the opening tip with Isaiah Blair, the point guard for Northwood. Let's get the party started here at the Joel in Reidsville. Starts with the basketball in the hands of varsity quarterback and point guard Deontay Neal. Opening 3 and a quick start for Christian Scales.
Christian Scales at 6'8", he can stretch the floor. It's a good start for their wing shooting the ball.
One NC3, one care NC three-pointer. What a dangerous three-point team is Reidsville, who put up 79 points in the region final. Good ball movement, a lot of contact, no good. Loose scrum on the floor, picked up by Cam Fowler, the junior, and he draws a foul. It's going to be important. Reidsville, not a very deep team, and the Chargers to the free throw line.
Yeah, foul trouble is always a point for Reidsville with their big stars. You want them to go towards the sideline, and a good job using the head fake to get that open look and then just scrapping underneath to get the offensive board.
That's a Caring Hands free throw at Caring Hands Home Health. We put your needs in our Caring Hands. Cam Fowler's hands have been fantastic. 20 points a game. That's second in all of 2A basketball. He's an elite scorer.
He's a college player in the future, and they need him to score at a high level tonight and really provide production, especially early on in this ball game. You just have the feeling that the team that gets off to a hot start is really going to set themselves up in a good way with this stage and atmosphere tonight.
Last year's state final, Reidsville goes to overtime and beats Farmville Central after losing to Farmville Central in the previous playoff. Here's a quick three for Scales. He misses. Nice defensive board for Fowler.
Good box out down low by the Chargers, being physical.
Northwood, the 3 seed in their half of the bracket, beat Westblade to get to the final. And a 3 for Bo Harvey.
Harvey, he's a shooter. Good job setting his feet. High arc over the top with the follow through.
Harvey's hit 53s this year. That's an important weapon for Matt Brown's club. Nice ball movement to Scales. He's off. And that hits the head of Scales out of bounds. They call him stretch, and maybe his length a little too much there. Jason Ross in year 6, filling in for the living legend, Curtis Pass, who unfortunately fell a few years ago. He has since passed, and his son Breon now at NC State, a great lineage in the Reidsville community. And some pressure here in honor of Coach Pass, forcing a turnover. Deontay Neal, who was the varsity quarterback and the starting point guard, leads the state in assists. Goes downstairs. Quick touch for Kendra Harrison, an early miss.
Harrison getting position on the low paint area. Want to try to force him deeper out.
Look at the diving on the court. That's a legal touch. No, it isn't over and back. And that's what Bo Harvey's asking. Great effort defensively from Cameron Jones.
Jones with the hustle. They're scrapping for it, knocks it loose. Then there's the tap and the backcourt call.
The call being that Burleson touched it on this side of the line and then went to the opposite side. Matt Brown, the genius, 4th trip to a region final this year, but searching for Northwood's first state championship. Neal the 3. That rattles out. Tip drill to the power forward, Chad Graves. The junior at 6'9", one of the few players in the state who can match Kendra Harrison's size. Nice ball movement to Fowler. He takes the jumper. That's short. Rebound, Cameron Jones. Deontay Neal, 9 assists tonight. His knee goes down awkwardly. And a turnover, a lot of contact. And let's hope Deontay's okay.
We've got an injury timeout on the floor.
It's the last time we'll show that look, but it certainly tells part of the story. The team leader and emotional captain, Deontay Neal, down with a knee injury. And that gives Jason Ross a chance to check on his point guard. Wow, that's a
great sign. Great sign.
I don't know how quickly Neal will return, but that's a really good sign if you're Reidsville. Neal, the 3-year starter who has the best assist-to-turnover ratio in the entire state. That'd be a huge loss for the Rams.
Well, that is so good to see him, because when you go down like that in pain, you just hope that he can get up and come back in this ball game. And he's a leader and talented player, as you will find. So that's a good relief seeing him walk over the sideline.
In the interim, Trayshawn Brown comes in, the junior point guard, who played 10 minutes in the region final. So he's very experienced, and he has different color sneakers, so he's got confidence.
It looked like Deontay was going to go back underneath the arena, but now coming back looking like he's just going to stretch out his knee.
Fowler kicks it. Nice drive, Graves, and that's a blocking foul. Oh, pardon me, that's an offensive foul, a charge.
They want to get Graves involved here early on with his height, and they're just trying to be aggressive. The call goes against the Chargers, but they have to be careful of Graves with his height. They need him out on the floor, cannot get in foul trouble, and great to see Neal back in the game.
Deontay Neal, who has offers from Carolina and others on the football field, is making a difference at the point guard position. Scales the drive. Oh, and that's a late foul. And that's on Graves, so his second for Chad. That's the size that Northwood needs tonight.
Matt Brown looks like he's going to keep Graves out on the floor with those 2 fouls. They need him to patrol the middle area. He just has to be careful.
Here's the three. That rattles out. Nice board for Bo Harvey, the senior point guard. Attacks to Burleson. Harvey drives. Not much space in the lane. Here's Burleson. Harrison the board.
And that's good ball movement, though. Driving and dishing to find an open shot.
Reidsville, a team that lives in the paint, only make 4 threes a game. So Harrison showing off his range.
He is so smooth, and he has power near the hoop with the outside touch. He can stretch out a defense, and he is difficult to defend when he's making that mid-range jumper.
How about the move from Matt Brown to keep Chad Graves on the court with 2 fouls? Here's a steal. Here comes Harrison. What a start to the 2A final.
Watch out when Harrison's in the open floor. Shows that elite athleticism.
Nice look underneath. That's Isaiah Blair, the bucket. It feels like showtime, the way this Reidsville team will play.
And there's just an energy in the arena. It's different. The pace that they play with and just how fast they can explode scoring the basketball.
This is Scales. That shot rattles out. Rebound, Bo Harvey.
And Northwood, though, doing a good job on the boards, being physical, limiting it to only 1 shot.
Open 3. Harvey's stealing it. Northwood back in front.
And we could say the same thing about being explosive on Northwood's side. Doing a good job being efficient, taking good shots, and making the extra pass.
Northwood makes 7 threes a game. The 1-care NC three-point shot. And there's a foul on the floor, leading to immediate timeout. Really good start to this 2A championship. A back and forth first quarter.
Yeah, each side is throwing punches, but the biggest one so far comes from Kendra Harrison. Bang, 9-7, Northwood over Reidsville.
Welcome back to the 2A NCHSAA state title game presented by Riddle & Riddle. Reidsville, the longest winning streak in the state, actively 59 straight wins. And Jay, this streak is so long. The longest streak since was back in 1963 when Beaufort won 3 straight titles.
It's pretty impressive what they've been able to do carrying over from year to year. And while these players are underclassmen, they'll be back next year.
Yeah, 3 juniors in the starting 5 for Reidsville. Jones finds Christian Scales. They call him stretch, and he slithers in the lane. Loose scrum, defensive board, and a foul. That's going to be important if Northwood can attack the glass.
Yeah, and they're getting the loose balls. When the ball is shot, they are boxing out. They're staying low, gaining leverage. They know the challenge they have with the height and athleticism of Reidsville, and they're doing the little things. There's Matt Brown looking on. He's got to be pleased with the start from his Chargers.
That's 2 fouls on Scales. So Bo Harvey, senior captain, runs the point. Harvey's 3rd in the state in assists. Such a good distributor of the basketball. Now Isaiah Blair finds Harvey, wide open. Nice movement, no good. Cameron Jones the board. A Reidsville team that was tested by Salisbury in the region semifinal, but blew out Bandus in the final. Double team on Harrison. Kendre slips a prayer. Scales swings it. Great try. That's no good. A rebound, Fowler. Numbers for Fowler. All the way. No good. Goes the other direction. With the shot blocking presence of Reidsville, Northwood's got to be aggressive.
Yeah, and they've got to attack when there's transition opportunities, so you get away from that height. If you get out on the run, you get Reidsville trailing you, and there's an opportunity there, but a good job by Reidsville getting back and making it difficult.
Because Reidsville leads the state in blocks. No team is better defensively than this Rams club. And with their star Harrison roaming the baseline, Northwood up 2. Deontay Neal has it. Neal earns a reach-in foul, the first on Isaiah Blair.
Northwood putting tight pressure on the perimeter for Reidsville, trying to make it difficult to get a paint touch for Harrison, and it's a little bit too physical getting the foul called.
But what if I told you no one drew more fouls in the state than Deontay Neal? He's so crafty with basketball.
He's quick. He's also extremely intelligent with the way he plays, knowing how to use his body control and that first step to go into a defender.
8 assists, no turnovers for Neal in the region final Thursday. Here's the vision of Neal. Step back 3. That's off. Fowler hit hard on the boards. A nice recovery from Camden Miller, the 6'6 junior. With Graves in foul trouble, these are big minutes for Camden. Now, Miller's not a shooter, just 1 point a game. He's a defensive presence. Here's a shooter, short on the 3. Harrison, a lot of contact. Up ahead. This is Sharp, and Janiyah slays it in.
Sharp had a big game in the regional final. 26 points.
Fowler is blocked by Stretch. Here's Cameron Jones. Got away with a double dribble. Finds a shooter, and that's off. Miller the rebound. And Coach Brown says, slow it down.
Trying to slow down the pace.
If you're new to high school basketball, no shot clocks in North Carolina, so you can work every second. This defense from Reidsville is menacing. Bo Harvey finds the back cut. Josiah Brown with space. That jumper rattles out. A rebound for Harrison. Kendre Harrison, the 2-sport standout, committed to Oregon for football and basketball. Here's Kendre. 3-point range. That's off. Northwood could shoot the last shot of the quarter. Works through Harvey. Here's Fowler. Closing look. Off window, no good. Harrison rebound. Kendre the prayer. What else can he do? A good look to end the first quarter. What a tight 8 minutes so far.
Each team coming out throwing punches. And this is a fun start to this 2A championship. Northwood shooting the ball well from the outside, and Kendre Harrison doing it all for the Rams.
Welcome back to Joel Coliseum. Time for our Oxner and Permar stats from a competitive first quarter.
Each team trying to get into a flow, shooting the basketball. I'm impressed with Northwood on the boards. At a height disadvantage, they played physical, and for Reidsville, only one turnover, protecting the basketball very well to this point.
9-9 for these first 10 minutes. How about our air experts heating and cooling points in the paint? A lot of outside shooting so far.
Yeah, the outside shooters have had opportunity. For Reidsville, though, they want to continue to attack the paint area and give Kendra Harrison touches.
There's a reach-in foul on Deontay Neal. That's his first. Foul trouble a factor for both teams. Graves has 2 and Scales has 2.
Number 1, Deontay Neal. First personal. First team foul.
Reidsville only goes about 7 deep, but their 7 have won 59 straight games.
This is a strong group that's played so many games in the summer, prior years together, and predominantly out on the floor. That rotation, they can go deeper, but lately it's been a closer one with, like you said, 7 guys getting predominantly the most minutes.
Miller's not a three-point threat at the post, so Harrison sags off. Fowler gets a pick. Nice drive. Now Miller goes inside, but traveled on the attack. A turnover. These are going to be big minutes for Camden Miller.
He's doing a good job on the defensive end and the threat on offense. I know that's a turnover, but I like how they gave him the ball and attacked as Graves looks like he's coming back in the ball game. Miller with his height is that presence on Harrison down low.
Here's Scales missing the 3. Harrison the board. And Kendre, he travels. A turnover.
That was a great job down low from Camden Miller, as well as Cam Fowler just bottling it up on the double team, making it difficult. After that shot's up, the hands of Harrison and Preston get that board. Then as the ball goes down, the double team comes over.
Kendra Harrison, the top-rated recruit in both basketball and football as a junior. He's amazing.
He is, and he's great on the basketball floor. And if you haven't seen him on the football field, he's a tight end that's athletic, he's powerful, he can do it all.
Good ball movement to Cam Fowler, who gets inside. And Harrison showing off the size. Here's a foul. Now Fowler can be a difference maker. He is first in the state in free throw attempts, and he gets to the line again.
And he's a 3-level scorer. He can shoot from anywhere on the floor, and he picks his spots when to attack. Uses the head fake to get the defender up in the air, and then goes right into the teeth of the defense.
First foul on Kendre Harrison, our South College free throw line. South College, where dreams find direction.
Here's number 3, Cam Fowler.
Cam Fowler, a junior himself, with college offers up and down the country. This is the free throw. There are D1 prospects all over this game tonight.
And Fowler, 6'5", with good length. He's a guy that's got a bright future, only a junior, so he'll be back next year.
You know his best strength? He's got 7 rebounds a game, not just to score, but an elite rebound.
He can affect the game in many different ways, and that's why college coaches, you see the scoring, but also you love how he contributes in different ways.
Harrison inside, draws a foul, and let's see who this is on. It's on Fowler, so that's his 3rd foul. And now decision time.
34, Chad Graves. That's his 3rd. First team foul of the quarter. Northwood.
Kendra Harrison facing the double team, just goes into the body to get the foul called.
Kendra Harrison at the line.
2 free throws for Kendra Harrison, who's already made an impact at the South College free throw line. That's an area of growth for Kendra. He's sub 50% from the line this year.
Back on the floor for Northwood.
Camden Miller back in the ball game. I thought he played really well coming in the first quarter.
Harrison 0-2. And now the undersized Chargers will have to get some production from their bench. Miller's only averaging 2 points a game, so not a huge threat. There's an offensive foul on the pick for Camden Miller.
Chargers foul. Whistle on 40. Camden Miller. His first
pick.
2 seconds.
Let's say the shoulder. The sharp goes down towards the floor.
2 fouls on each team in this second quarter. And Janiah Sharp, the U.S. Aiken commit, Brings in the basketball to Deontay Neal. Neal gets into Fowler. The ball movement of this Reidsville team is fun to watch. Everyone touches it. Harrison inside. Stretch the kick out. Sharp fires a jumper. And a defensive board for the Chargers.
The double team collapsing quick down low on Harrison. Good job getting the ball out front.
Pass underneath, keeps it back. Harvey again. That's no good. Tip drill off of Harrison. And it's been a hard day rebounding for Kendra.
And the Chargers just staying on it, not giving up when the ball is shot. They're just kind of falling in line, reading it off the rim, making it difficult to bring it down.
Fowler into contact, affected by Harrison, who's an elite shot blocker.
Harrison can affect the game in so many different ways on the defensive end.
In a state where Rasheed Wallace made a living blocking shots here in the Raleigh area, so much fun watching Harrison block shots. Be one of the best players in the state. That's why this Reidsville team's won 59 straight games. As Neal gets inside, misses the layup though, and a defensive rebound. Isaiah Blair resets. Here's Fowler. That three rattles out. Nice board, but a travel on the rebound. And neither team happy with the officials so far.
Northwood, possession for the Rams.
The ball is shot from Fowler, and here's Burleson. Comes in, flies through. Matt Brown's discussing that as a timeout is called. And both offenses struggling right now, Evan.
We got a one-point game, and we'll talk more after this Talk It Out halftime report. Coming up, a special interview with Keith Tucker, the commissioner of the association. First half highlights and more. Talk It Out NC. Start the conversation. Stop underage drinking. If you're Northwood, you've played this game to a style that can help you win.
They're playing at the pace that they want. On the defensive end, I've been impressed with how physical they are down low. They're trying to limit Harrison's opportunity. Double team coming over. They're sprinting out when the ball is kicked out. They're protecting the ball. And for Reidsville, this is a team that's so versatile. They scored almost 80 points on Thursday, and now this is a low-scoring game. They just have to stay patient. And they have confidence that they can go on one of those big runs that they've been accustomed to throughout the season.
Reidsville undefeated in the regular season. And Jay, this is crazy. They scored 70 or more points in every game. This team can light it up offensively.
No one's been able to figure out a way to slow them down 4 quarters. Now, right now, their offense isn't clicking. Again, I think the credit goes to both defenses. This is a low-scoring game because these defenses are really clamping down. And this is why they're championship cow teams at this point in the state championship game, because they play just as hard on defense as they do on offense.
Northwood a big win over West Blade, and West Blade defeated the reigning state champs Farmville Central. It's a loaded 2A bracket. Good break of the press. Janiah Sharp, he attacks, and Sharp gets fouled. There's an and one.
He is quick. 26 points Thursday night. Just drives around the defense, takes the nudge on the shoulder, and finishes through and looks up to the crowd and says, "I'm here."
First foul on Cam Fowler. And Sharp goes 3 for 3. With Northwood not having Chad Graves, how do they find offense in the post?
I think they've got to continue to give Miller touches down low and to have the presence, and you can't just pass it on the perimeter. You've got to attack the defense.
There's hands from underneath, and last touch by the Chargers. Here's Reidsville amping up defensively.
Really where they get the big momentum shifts is because their defense, how they make it difficult, and then it leads into transition opportunities on offense.
Reidsville's last loss 2 years ago in this 2A final against Farmville Central. They've been rolling since. Janiah Sharp, good dish. Harrison in the air, give him 2 more.
He's impossible to stop on the low block. Has such good touch around the rim.
6 points, 5 rebounds for Kendra. All the perimeter offense for the Chargers right now. Fowler. Good look at a steal for Deontay. Neal. So fast. Neal blocked by Fowler. Rise up and see you later. Can Harvey respond? Fowler three. Blocked to a triple.
Does it on both ends with the big block and then comes back ready to shoot it.
That's called putting your team on your back for the Tier 1 NC three-pointer. Inside to Harrison on the mismatch. Dangerous pass, and it goes out of bounds. Timeout in the court. Northwood hanging tough. Cam Fowler, the junior, helping out his Chargers.
This is a heavyweight fight. Both teams going back and forth. The coaching at the highest level. These players are coming in fourth and playing their best game of the season at this point, Evan.
We got a 1-point game, 3:40 to go in Winston-Salem. Welcome back to Winston-Salem. Here's tonight's Grills Fan Cam. Elevate your grill game. This place is packed here at the Joel.
Yeah, great atmosphere. She's on TV.
She's on TV. Everyone having the time of their life. You didn't sign up for it, but too bad. You're on TV too. Entertaining 2A state championship. And a 1-point lead for the reigning 2A champs, Reidsville Rams. Northwood Chargers playing in foul trouble, but hanging around in this first half. Isaiah Blair operates with backup guard Josiah Brown. Good cut to Fowler, and that stays here. Last touch by Kendra Harrison.
The movement without the basketball has been one of the keys for the Chargers, making it difficult as a defender to keep up.
Officials confirming this. Goes the other way.
Fowler coming on the cut. They reverse the call.
Yeah, that's the right call. Deontay Neal is so fast in transition. Sharp gets inside and beats Fowler.
Jump stop there with the finish. Sharp coming alive, a couple buckets here in the second quarter.
Bo Harvey, who's the 6th assist a game player, would love to get his teammates involved. There's a dish. Brown, shot fake, air ball. Harrison the board. We've seen Kendra dunk tonight. Part 2! Showtime in Winston-Salem. Then Brown says show some of that from 3.
It's a big shot to slow down the momentum. Kendra Harrison has a knack for getting everybody on their feet, but quickly the three-pointer is the response from the Chargers.
The Stars have come to play here at the Joel. Matchup zone for the Chargers with foul trouble. Scales misses the jumper. Rebound Miller, and out of bounds.
That is a good box out from Miller, being physical as both guys are going at it. Harrison and Miller talking after the play, and everybody just gets out of the way when Harrison's going full speed.
2 dunks tonight, and our nominee for play of the game from Kendra Harrison. Bo Harvey finds Fowler. His three-point shooting's been huge for Northwood. Nice screen, Fowler jumper. Battles out, but a good look. And an offensive foul, a push on Janiah Sharp. But look at the energy here of Isaiah Blair and Northwood.
Isaiah Blair, good job staying in position. As Sharp dribbles up, see that shoulder, that left forearm stretch out, and they get the call.
The teams met last year in the regular season, and Reidsville won by 12. Different story tonight. Good kick out. Brown again. Shot fake. Finds Blair. He drives. Oh, look at the shot blocking ability. Harrison came out of nowhere.
So quick off his feet.
Deontay Neal against this matchup zone goes to Harrison. He spins, bangs bodies for 2 more, give him 10.
And he makes it look easy. You recognize the double team coming over, spun away from it, and went baseline.
Fowler with a lot of ball pressure, sharp in his grill. Fowler goes up and draws a foul. And now the physicality playing a factor with free throws.
And Fowler staying composed as Jones was in his face. He stayed low and gets to the line. As Harrison gets it, the double team comes over towards the right, spins away, and then has the body control to finish.
That was close to a charge.
He is so good keeping his balance and playing with his eyes, seeing where the defender's coming from and going the opposite way.
Here's the South College free throw. South College where dreams find direction. Fowler, a 20-point-a-game scorer, now has 6. Coming up, our Talk It Out the West Shore home play of the game. Stay tuned for the West Shore home play of the game. And our Riddle and Riddle injury lawyers, player of the game, Riddle and Riddle, when justice counts. Fowler goes 2 for 2, and a 2-point game. Closing minute of this 2A state title. Deontay Neal double teamed. Finds the USCA can commit. Janiah Sharp. Sharp gets inside. It's stripped. Loose ball. Back out to the Rams. Neal for 3. College range and then some.
Smooth shot from the outside, and Neal can drive into the paint. He can also shoot it from deep range.
That's the OneCare NC 3-pointer. Reidsville has 4 threes tonight. Harvey inside, and Fowler the alley-oop. Then a steal. Brown nearly picks his pocket. A chance for Neal. Brown wanted contact, and he gets the call. Deontay Neal with his second foul.
That's a big one. Try to create separation with the shoulder and the forearm.
Cam Fowler making a huge difference.
Watch this one. Amazing pass from Harvey, and then Fowler turning around, laying it in behind his shoulder.
With the foul trouble, Kendra Harrison re-enters, and Brent Quinn will exit. He got a quick second of action, the senior forward. Coming up at halftime, the Commissioner Q Tucker for staff highlights and more. Talk It Out, North Carolina. Closing seconds of the half. Here's the 3. That's off. Loose ball for the rebound, and closing out the first 16 minutes of action. Reigning champs, Reidsville up 3 in a tight first half.
We expected a close ball game. High-level competition, and Reidsville has had big plays. Sharp has been ready to go. Cam Fowler, elite shooter from the outside, and we have the power from Harrison in this game.
3-point game at the break. Don't go anywhere.
You're watching the Talk It Out Halftime Report. Talk it out. Start the conversation. Stop underage drinking.
Well, hey there, everybody. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the state championship high school basketball games. Joining us is our long-standing partner all the way from Ingalls Markets, Miss Melissa Level. Melissa, are you loving these excellent basketball games?
I love it. What a great season it's been, and the best of the best is right here now on television.
Best of the best is right. Now, let's talk about that long-standing and robust partnership between Ingalls and high school championship athletics. What all does that entail?
It's just absolutely wonderful to be able to connect with all the schools within our region. You know, we're in 6 states, and so we have Friday Night Lights with football, we do basketball, we have softball, even some Olympic-style sports, and you can go all the way up through college, and then there's some minor leagues. But we just love that high school spirit and the fun with that. A lot of those players work with us. A lot of parents have a shop at our Ingalls, so it's kind of like a big family coming to watch all of them play, right? So we love that.
We love it as well. Melissa, as always, thank you for taking the time to speak with us here today.
Thank you.
All righty. Let's get back to the game, folks.
You're watching the Talk It Out Halftime Report. Talk it out. Start the conversation. Stop underage drinking.
Welcome back to Winston-Salem for our Talk It Out Halftime Report. Speaking of talking, Jason Halter was busy this week chatting with Miss Q Tucker, the commissioner. And here's that interview.
Good to have you here, Commissioner Tucker, and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for the invitation, and it's great to be here with you.
What are the biggest challenges facing high school sports today, and how is the NCHSAA addressing them?
It's education-based athletics, and we're trying to teach civility. We're trying to teach respect for one another, and that comes with playing in our programs. And so that continues to be something we address by pointing out instances of ejections to our membership. We try to reward good behavior by giving ejection-free certificates each year for what they've done the previous year. We have our student athlete advisory council, which is made up of students representing each of our regions across the state. And what we try to do with those young people is put them in a position where they learn leadership skills, and then they can get in front of their peers. They can have be responsible for helping conduct conferences and summits with the idea that we're helping them understand you can be a good student, but you can also be a student athlete. And that's been working very, very well. It's not a new initiative, but I think what we've done is try to expand and grow the program.
What makes the basketball championship such a special event for schools, students, and communities?
So many of these young people who play on in these programs, and particularly basketball, football and basketball are obviously our most popular sports, but these young people are seen in church, they're seen in the grocery store, they're seen around towns, especially in your smaller communities. And so when you get to the ending of a season and their team is still standing, it rallies that community. It creates a buzz that you feel when you go into some of those smaller communities, and even in our larger communities, even though they are much more spread out. It's just an exciting time, and just to be able to go into the venues now that we are afforded to play in.
And Commissioner Tucker, I know you're a former basketball coach. What advice would you give to the coaches and the players competing in the championships?
Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't worry about fans trying to get into the game, how fans buy the tickets. Coaches don't need to worry about that stuff. That's what their athletic director is for, principal. All of them will take care of that. And then the final advice that I would give them is savor the moment.
We appreciate your time, Commissioner Tucker, and thank you for everything you do for high school athletics.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate this opportunity to talk about high school athletics in North Carolina.
You're watching the Talk It Out Halftime Report. Talk it out. Start the conversation. Stop underage drinking.
Welcome back to Winston-Salem. Tight game here in the 2A North Carolina High School Athletic Association State Championship. The reigning champs, Reidsville, up 3 over Northwood. Very competitive first half.
A strong defense has been shown by both teams. We had some exciting moments on the offensive end, and starting off with Northwood, they had the ability to shoot the three-point ball, and that got them going early on in the first half. Their ability to stretch out the defense created shooting opportunities, and that's the strength to their team. Fowler looked really good distributing the ball and taking opportunities. That's where they really set their mark, shooting with confidence. And on the other side, for Reidsville, their athleticism and their transition offense is where they excel. Kendra Harrison, 10 points, 6 boards in the first half. He was dominant. Finished with a couple dunks, and they need to continue to find ways to get him the ball because he is so productive down the low block and shooting outside.
Here's our Oxner and Permar first half stats. We make wrongs right. Despite the foul trouble for Northwood, the 4-made 3 is a big difference.
That's huge for them to make good decisions shooting the basketball and then boxing out. They're +4 on the boards. Now Reidsville winning with the turnover margin, +5 on their side. So they're protecting and making good decisions as well. But this game's going to come down to here in the second half, the turnover margin, and then shooting the three-point ball.
Here's the air experts, Raleigh Heating and Air, points in the paint. As you'd expect, Reidsville +10 downstairs.
Yeah, and that's where they've tried to attack, especially with Graves in foul trouble and out of the ball game. They want to continue to get the ball to Harrison.
When we come back the second half, Reidsville, the reigning state champs, and a good battle with Northwood so far. 3-point difference here in Winston-Salem.
The broadcast stream of these championship games is brought to you by West Shore Home.
Welcome back to Joel Coliseum. This NCHSAA state championship game brought to you by Riddle & Riddle Injury Lawyers. Reigning champs, Reidsville, 59-game winning streak. And here they are at a 3-point difference despite foul trouble of power forward Chad Graves. He's got 3. Now be curious if Reidsville can attack him in the second half.
And that tandem with Chad Graves and Camden Miller providing big minutes and that post presence. Those two really working well as a tandem.
Opening touch for Andre Harrison in a matchup zone for the Chargers. Nice Sharp enters the lane. Cameron Jones kicks it. Nice drive for Scales and 2 quick ones.
Scales started out the ball game with a 3-point shot. They go right back to him to begin the third quarter.
Reidsville's last loss was in the 2A title game 2 years ago against Farmville Central. And here are the Chargers, the lone other team in 2A hoops to win 30 games. Blair, the jumper, rattles out. And a rebound for Neal. Deontay, who's the quarterback on the football team, a commit to Carolina as a secondary standout. He's also the point guard. Gives you a sense of how special this Reidsville program is. I'm talking to Coach Ross. He said Neal's vision is the best I've ever seen from a point guard. He works here with the Rock. What a crossover. An air ball, though. And a rebound. Cam Jones back in. Here's a foul. That's on Bo Harvey.
Northwood did a good job of keeping the Rams off the boards in the first half, but for Reidsville, this is a team that excels at those second chance opportunity, and Jones does a nice job getting that board and getting to the line.
Welcome to the South College free throw line. And the first free throw for Cam Jones. They call Cameron Jones the glue man, right? He was injured against Salisbury in the state tournament. He's going to play football at Morgan State, and his ability to make plays is so special.
And that physical toughness from the football field shows on the basketball court.
Reidsville is a 7-point lead, largest lead for Reidsville today. Good attack by Blair. He goes up, and Harrison has none of that. Loose scrum to Jones. Open. Oh, no, that's a travel. Wow, it's not. Finds a shooter, and that rattles in. That might have been a turnover, and instead a three-pointer. Timeout, Northwood. And the largest lead for Reidsville.
Matt Brown wanted a turnover. They don't get the call as Neal passes it off to Sharp. This is a big one to stretch the lead out to 10 points, and Reidsville coming out of the break strong.
Reidsville on this winning streak, it's been different players stepping up. Janiah Sharp had 26 in the region final. Tonight it's been Harrison down low, but other players stepping up.
Yeah, different guys in this offense have the ability to have a big night. And if one player is double teamed or not on, somebody else can pick them up. Jason Ross is doing a great job communicating with his team and coming out here with a burst of energy.
How do you handle this emotion if you're Northwood, giving up 7 points to start the half?
I think it was a great start by Matt Brown, calling the timeout, trying to limit this run, bring the team over to the sideline. Now you can set up your offensive plays, make sure you can break through on this pressure. But he has managed this game very well with his timeouts, as well as the pace that his team has played with.
Two 30-win teams in the state battling it out in this low second half. Now some pressure from Reidsville. Bo Harvey handles it well. Fowler kicks. Remember, Fowler had an alley-oop and a three in a 5-second span to bring Northwood back in front late in the second. Good lob inside. Graves, a blocking foul, and free throws for Chad Graves.
And I think the Chargers have to play through Fowler. That's a good decision. The double team comes over. Graves' man came up to try to trap him. He lofted it over to give the big man an opportunity around the hoop.
2 free throws at the South College free throw line. Graves and this Northwood team, they're at 72%. Good free throw shooting club on the year. And when Chad Graves is on the court, this Northwood team is special. His size is so important guarding Kendra Harrison.
His presence being 6'9", he's got a soft touch around, and then on the defensive end, he can rim protect and provides that presence going against Harrison.
Goes 1 of 2 that time.
And still with those 3 fouls, Evan, he's got to protect himself and be careful. Even though we're midway through the third quarter, he's got to stretch this out into the fourth quarter.
Good hands by Burleson defensively.
Northwood showing a different look, throwing the zone at the Rams.
Kick out. Sharp the crossover. Harrison double. Scales long 2. Nice defensive board. That's what Northwood needs.
And that was a good job playing inside out to Harrison with the kick out. But again, Northwood boxing out, being physical.
Bo Harvey, 3rd in the state in assists. A little heavy to Fowler, who saves it out of bounds. Here comes Deontay Neal. He attacks. Nice bucket.
He's just special. That is such a difficult play with his height, right around 5'11", driving through the defenders and then finding a way to make it.
Good screen. Burleson and Northwood, they'll make 7 threes a game tonight. 4 of 9. That's been a weapon. And a jumper there for Isaiah Blair.
That's a big shot. He's a shot creator with that touch from the outside. They need to get Blair going.
Blair's at 15 a game. When he's cooking, this Northwood team can counter the scoring. Good defensive board. Hayes Burleson pushing to Blair. Here's Harvey. That's off. This Reidsville team, 59 straight wins. They've had different leading scorers in the last 5 games. So much balance for Jason Ross's program. They call it the football capital of North Carolina. It might be the hoops capital if they go back-to-back this year.
Well, it's both. I mean, they're good in everything.
What a dish. 3-ball, air ball. A lot of contact, and one for Harrison.
This might be 4 on Graves.
It is on Graves. That's his 4th.
And you admire the effort from Graves down low. He's fighting. The ball is shot. Watch Graves just trying to fight for position against Harrison. Kendre gets inside and finishes with power.
Graves, for the moment, is going to stay in. And Harrison nearing a double-double to the South College free throw line. How about 18 double-doubles this year for Kendre? The lead stays at 11. But with foul trouble for the Chargers, they got to be smart. Fowler goes inside and draws contact. That's on Cameron Jones.
The best scorer is Cam Fowler. And this is his time where he's got to create, he's got to take over, and he's got to be selfish here, looking for his shot. His team needs him to step up. I like that possession, finding a way to get to the line.
Look at the Northwood student section supporting their junior scorer. Keep in mind, Fowler's top 5 in the state in free throw makes. If he can get to the line, Northwood's got a chance.
He brings so much to the table, and that's why colleges are recruiting him at a high level. Only a junior, but his ability to impact a game, get his teammates involved, he does all the little things, and you see the talent. It's evident.
Make it 2 for 2. And Deontay Neal, who injured his knee in the first quarter, sat about 5 seconds. He's been grinding it out tonight. They'll get the ice tomorrow. Neal for 3. Harrison, a foul on the box out of Bo Harvey, and we'll take the media timeout. Reidsville flexing its muscle. +6 in the third quarter. And starting to pull away late in the third. Stick around. We got plenty more from Winston-Salem. Stay tuned for tonight's West Shore home play of the game. Here inside Joel Coliseum, and the Riddle and Riddle Injury Lawyers player of the game, Riddle and Riddle, when justice counts. Kendre Harrison making his case, 10 points, 8 rebounds. Now, Cam Fowler's been a nice answer for Northwood tonight.
Yeah, both guys have had their opportunities, and it's just fun to watch the talent out on the floor and how hard these guys play. And again, these are underclassmen. There's some guys in here that'll be in college next year. These seniors have really shown out, but there's younger players that'll have multiple years left in their programs.
With foul trouble for Chad Graves, Camden Miller, the junior forward, checks in. And his assignment is stopping the best athlete in the state, Kendre Harrison. Deontay Neal catch and shoot. That rattles out. Now Northwood's held their own on the glass, +2 on the rebounding. Harvey gets inside. Good dish to Miller. Fowler's turn. The block. Outlet. Neal. Nifty finish.
And that's how quick they can turn their defense into offense and make it look easy.
So new point guard Josiah Brown is asked to operate.
This is a dangerous position for Northwood. Down 11. Got to create offense.
Harrison again, the human rejector. It's going to be hard to score on him tonight.
And Harrison, we talk about his athleticism. It's the body control as well. And out here on the basketball floor is he just baits Fowler, then goes up and down.
Janiah Sharp the steal. Sharp steps through, 4 quick ones in transition.
And he's one of those star seniors. USC Aiken will gain him next year, and he's had an outstanding career scoring the basketball at Northwood. He's going to take a timeout, bring the team over to the sideline.
Reidsville's found their rhythm, plus 10 in this third quarter. And that's what makes this 59-game win streak scary. There's 3 starters on the Reidsville team to come back next year.
Yeah, they'll all be back. And here, the tip from Harrison, and then Sharp going coast to coast. The jump stop, needling in between the defenders. And there's so many guys that can hurt you on the offensive end for Jason Ross.
3rd trip to a state final in 4 years for Reidsville. And a team that overcame a tight battle in the region semifinal against Salisbury, then blew out Bandus, the 15 seed, in the region final. Fun for all ages here at Joel Coliseum. Now it's Charger basketball. Good slip by Harvey. Fowler 3. Northwood needed that one. Tip drill. Bow back up. There's 2.
You don't get the 3, but there's the extra effort, the hustle to get the 2, and that's a good start coming out of that timeout break.
Little zone here for the Chargers. Neal, the best assist to turnover ratio in the state. Sharp goes NBA range. That's out of bounds. A little deep in for his range.
And Northwood calls the timeout. They get the bucket, and Matt Brown shows a zone defense with a little bit of pressure just to slow up the Reidsville offense, make them think, and it results in a possession back their way.
Isaiah Blair kicks it to Brown. Josiah's made 33s off the bench. He's a great shooter. Harvey back down mode, draws the foul. Might be goaltending. We'll see if the officials chat about this.
Reidsville foul charge to number 3, Janiah Sharp.
2 free throws for Harvey.
Team's third.
Heading to the South College free throw line. Makes the first.
Harvey at the line for Northwood.
We'll take a look.
And Harvey provides so much for his team. And they wanted that goaltend.
Well, they should have had it.
Yeah, they wanted the and 1.
Instead, it's Reidsville basketball. You see the energy from Matt Brown. 178 wins at Northwood. His club's fighting hard tonight. Scales. Harrison, 3rd dunk.
Watch out.
Harrison.
Good pass down low to Harrison.
You put the 5-star athlete near the bucket, it's an automatic dunk. How about a 3-ball? Short. Neal on this end. Sharp runs the break. Neal cleans it up. Largest lead for Reidsville.
They can score at ease. But for Northwood, they've limited the runs. They've done a really good job with their pace. They're just not allowing the Rams to get the momentum. But they need a big bucket here.
Loose scrum. That's a prayer. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
You admire the hustle from Sharp. Just wanted to make a play. Coach Ross over on the sideline. His team has come out really clicking here in the 3rd quarter.
You think of elite 2-way standouts in the college and then professional game. Tony Gonzalez, the former tight end, converted to Hall of Fame tight end and former Cal Berkeley power forward. What Kendra Harrison does at this level, right? Let's go back to being 17. There's a trajectory for Harrison to being the lead athlete.
Well, it's amazing the competitor that he is in both sports, and on the basketball floor you see athleticism. On the football field it almost stands out even more. And the way he goes up and gets the ball as a tight end with his speed going over the middle, going deep. He can line up as wide receiver, tight end, and he's going to be an outstanding college player and beyond. Bright future.
Reidsville, who transferred back into the program this year, returned midway through the football season. His club lost in the state playoffs. His basketball team's won 59 straight.
But I'll tell you, before the game, talked with Matt Brown and Jason Ross, and just great guys as well as coaches that had an opportunity to go on the floor, talk to Deontay and Kendre, a couple players for Northwoods, and couldn't be nicer kids. So that's a fun game to watch, but also knowing they've got great kids that they get to coach, and just having those moments before the game. And a huge game like this, they're still out there having fun. It's good to watch.
Two winningest teams in the state, 30-plus wins. And Reidsville taking control in this third quarter, plus 11 in the third. Final minute of this third quarter. Fowler's doubled. Breaks the defense. Into Harrison and the foul. That's the second on Kendre.
Rams foul charge to 0.
Fowler just relentless. There's no fear going against one of the best shot blockers in the country, and he's attacking.
Fowler's been big in Northwood's run to a state final. He put up 20 points a game and shined with 21 in the region final on Thursday. Back to a 12-point game.
13 points for Fowler.
Good hands from Blair. Nearly a turnover. Janiah Sharp triple team. And in the patient hands of the starting quarterback and starting point guard, Deontay Neal. Al Lee, the former point guard, has graduated, now plays in college. This next generation rolling for Reidsville. Neal sizes up Fowler. Sharp, way deep. Short. Tip drill in.
Neal's had position down low. Inside of 10 seconds here for the Chargers.
Time ticking. Harvey gets it out. Fowler with one. That is off. And short as Reidsville 8 minutes from a state title.
Kendre's had a big night, facing double teams, triple teams. He's found a way to make big plays for his team, showing off his power, showing off his defense. He's done it all, even talk with the crowd.
Reidsville on a way to a 60th straight win when we come back.
The broadcast stream of these championship games is brought to you by West Shore Home.
Your Oxner and Permar. Welcome back to Winston-Salem. Your Oxner and Permar stats for the third quarter. Reidsville starting to pull away through 3.
The big difference I see is the turnover margin. Northwood 13, Deontay Neal, big reason for the ball security, only 6 for the Rams, and the points in the paint. This is the other big factor, 30 for the Rams and only 6 for the Chargers.
Your air experts, heating and cooling, points in the paint, all Reidsville. And the Rams, 8 minutes from back-to-back state titles. You have to go back to the Brandon Ingram days in Kinston, where they won 4 straight. That's the longest run of dominance at this division, the 2A level. Out of bounds, ball stays here.
And Evan, with there being no shot clock, in order for Northwood to come back, you've got to turn it on now, because imagine Reidsville is going to milk it within 4 minutes. So you've got to go on a flurry here shooting the ball.
Graves back in the game. Blair 3. That's one's off. Harrison with that board, the double-double. Where he's done everything right. Offensively, defensively, you name it. Neal inside. You see Graves, they're giving up space on the layup.
And they respect his quickness. It makes it look so easy. Keeps that ball connected. It's almost like a string to his hand.
Bo Harvey spins. Here's Fowler. That's a 3 Northwood needs.
They had to have that one. I hope that'll be kind of a sign of things to come. They've got to knock down their 3-point shots.
That's a 1-care NC3, 5 triples for Northwood. And a reach-in foul on Hayes Burleson, the senior guard, one of 4 seniors here for Northwood.
Second personal, first team foul.
You know to Drake Powell from last year's team. He's playing now with Carolina. And Reidsville graduating Al Lee. It's quarterback and shooting guard from last year. This pass will stay on this end. What makes Reidsville even more dangerous, they have 3 starters returning to next year's team.
I mean, this team has been through so much, accomplished a lot, and many of these guys will be back.
That might be the 5th foul on Chad Graves and an and 1 for Janiah Sharp.
Sharp down low, patrolling the middle, and gets the contact, finishes, and the excitement from Coach Ross down on the sideline, cheering on Sharp.
Yeah, Graves is just fouled out. It's been a tough time staying on the court with foul trouble. Only 10 minutes for Chad.
He's a really good player, and just getting foul trouble. Reidsville's continue to try to get him out of this ball game, attacking him.
A missed free throw keeps it at 15. Now the undersized Northwood Chargers are going to have to be special in other ways. Burleson works baseline. Here's Fowler. Well, he's back-to-back for 3.
Cleaning up. His shooting ability is keeping the Chargers in the game.
The 1-care NC3 cuts it at 12.
But again, Evan, they've got to do it now, because Deontay Neal and his ball handling, he can use clock if this game gets within 4 minutes. So they've got to make this dangerous. Sitting at 12 points, then you get single digits quickly.
There's a bad pass and a Reidsville turnover.
And that's how you do it. That pressure on defense.
Coach Matt Brown pushing for tempo. 4th regional trip in 6 years for the Chargers, who are 0-5 all-time in state title games. Neal's hands so quick. How did Deontay save that? He'll turn it into a layup.
He's amazing. Just a great play, the recognition, and then just darts through to get the turnover.
Here's Fowler. He gets inside. Harrison a brick wall, and that pass deflected. With 4 blocks for Kendra Harrison, it makes it even harder to score the basketball down there. Isaiah Blair has a pass tipped. Harvey slips it. Miller swings it. Blair 3. He might have gotten hit. A lot of contact.
Kendra tipped that. Partially blocked.
How does he get to this ball?
Look at his range. Nice kick out from Miller. Watch Kendra. I mean, just amazing wingspan.
He swatted that. I know Oregon's got an elite track and field program as well up at Autzen, but we might have to add 3-sport athlete for Harrison.
He could do it.
He's only a junior. He has one more year of high school. A catch for Camden Miller, the junior forward. Jumper. There's a good shot for Bo Harvey.
Good looking shot, fading away. They're hanging in there.
Neal fades away. And Deontay's taken over in the state title game.
Just a response, not allowing Northwood to gain any momentum.
Reidsville is daring Camden Miller to shoot. Here's a shot. Blair short on the 3. Neal throws a prayer. Sharp keeps his pivot foot. That's great basketball. And Reidsville's under 5 minutes away from repeating his 2A chance. Here's the steal. The Kendra Harrison Show. Sharp's turn, that's short. Fowler pushing it. Northwood not out of this game just yet. Baseline drive. Missed a layup for Blair. Or pardon me, Bo Harvey. Even the threat of Kendra Harrison is playing a factor. And that foul will send us to immediate timeout. Reidsville, the reigning 2A champs, within 4 minutes of going back-to-back. We'll wrap up the weekend of coverage here in Winston-Salem after this timeout.
The broadcast stream of these championship games is brought to you by West Shore Home.
Welcome back to Winston-Salem. Here's tonight's Grills Fan Cam. Elevate your grill. And the folks in Reidsville are ready to be reign champions once again. Stamp it. An emphatic atmosphere here in Winston-Salem.
Second time for the kid. I did not sign up for this shirt.
He needs a better agent.
Couple people being shy. Okay.
Those Ville May towels were handed out, and they ran out this week on campus. Had to order a second batch.
The fellas.
All Reidsville in this second half. Plus 13 turned a tight game into now a convincing score. Northwood making life difficult for Reidsville in that first half. Now 5 guards on the court for the Chargers. Good hands and a steal. That's Hayes Burleson. Burleson goes inside, but misses. Tip drill in. Scales breaks the press. These guards are trying to make life difficult. Sharp into a double team, and here's a foul. That's the 4th foul of the quarter. One away from the bonus.
Ball on number 2, Bo Murphy. That's his third. Team's third. Brett Shepard. Team's fourth.
Leads to a timeout for Reidsville. How do you handle this pressure here if you're Jason Ross's team?
I think ball to Deontay Neal and let him operate the decision maker, the quarterback, out on the court.
To 30 seconds.
You know Northwood is going to sell out here. Nothing to lose. They're going to go for every loose ball, try to double team, try to do something to create havoc.
What an effort from the team out of Pittsboro, North Carolina. 6th ever trip to a state final. Might not be enough to defeat one of the best programs in the state, Reidsville.
This is a competitive ball game. In the first half, it was back and forth right there for the taking. The difference has been the third quarter for Reidsville. The first 4 minutes, they just took over, and then they've been able to maintain the lead without allowing Northwood to go on any type of run.
You see the triple team on Harrison. There's a steal. Harvey takes it up ahead to Fowler. He goes inside. Nice transition.
And they quickly get the ball up the floor and again hanging in. It's still a long road to go. Only down 12.
In the hands of the elite point guard, Deontay Neal. And a hand touch foul on Isaiah Blair. That's his third. Which now becomes a free throw game, so that foul's not make or break. The problem is you put an elite free throw shooter at the line.
Chargers foul. Whistle on number 1, Isaiah Blair. His third. The team's fifth. Reidsville shoots 2.
Carrying hands free throws for the quarterback and point guard, Deontay Neal. Neal has 16. Jason Ross, who coaches in honor of the fallen legend Curtis Pass. A program with so much history. 5-time champions in 2A basketball. Now 3 minutes from back-to-back titles as a jump ball keeps possession here.
Good ball, possession arrow. This is Reidsville.
Great history with the program. So many great coaches, players, and the pride in the community. You can feel it in both schools. This is a special atmosphere, and you can just feel the energy that these communities bring to the teams.
Kendra Harrison asking for the rock. He's got the mismatch. As a reminder, no shot clock in high school hoops. So Neal is doubled, and there's the foul on Hayes Burleson. That's his third.
Chargers foul, whistle on 0. Hayes Burleson, his third. Neal at the line.
Listen to this crowd. $17 for the unguardable Neal. Neal says, hey, we got 2:40 to go in this state title game. And then the Northwood student section, back and forth in this energetic 2A title.
Reidsville showing pressure.
Cam Fowler breaks the press. Here's Burleson. Whoa! Harrison the swat. Transition with Neal. Deontay, unguardable and untouchable.
This is the speed that Reidsville wants to play this game, and Harrison just showing off that talent.
6 blocks for Harrison as Fowler dunks it. The problem now is time, the enemy of Northwood. Good hands and a turnover. That'll stay here.
The Northwood's fighting right now. They're playing all the way to the end, and 15-point deficit inside of 2 minutes. They're laying it all out there, trying to do anything they can to take it possession by possession.
Fowler draws a foul. And how about this effort?
Yeah, I mean, that's athleticism, but you said it. That's effort as well, hustling all over the floor. From Harrison.
Harrison. That's his third.
Third foul on Harrison.
15th foul.
Cam Fowler, who averages 20 a game, has 23 tonight.
Played really well. And his profile is going to continue to rise. Only a junior. This season has been excellent, and as he goes into the summer and into next year, his recruiting will continue to pick up.
Fowler, though, 0-2 from the line, and Reidsville gets the board. Deontay Neal breaks that pressure. Harrison detonates the state final. The Showman's putting on a display here in the 2A championship. Free throws here for Reidsville. And the officials confirming.
Deontay knows exactly where he's going with the ball. Lets the defender come up, and then Harrison finishes it off with the flush. Northwood is going to be shooting free throws.
A technical foul
after the technical's call.
For the celebration. 24 points for Cam Fowler. This is a traveling circus, watching Reidsville win 59 straight games for all the good reasons. So much talent. A packed Joel Coliseum. Now a 16-point game as the Chargers get it back. Bo Harvey in the final minute and a half. Gets inside. Harvey over Harrison. That one bounces in.
You've got to shoot it with arc over the top.
Neal draws a foul. And free throws here for Reidsville.
Chargers foul. Whistle on 0, Hayes Burleson.
I know Northwood is facing a deficit, but the job Matt Brown has done with this team tonight and throughout the whole season has been just excellent. And that first half, this game was for the taking. And even here in the second half, once Reidsville went on the run, Evan, they still have fought back and kept themselves in it with the chance. Just the pace has picked up, and that's where Reidsville is at its best when they're out on the run in transition, and then on defense, they're picking up their opponent's speed as well.
When Chad Graves got into foul trouble, Reidsville extended its lead in the third quarter. Now the Rams are a minute and a half from back-to-back state titles. It's a 14-point game. Cam Jones with pressure. A lot of contact there. Fowler keeps it. Zips one inside. A layup and one. Fourth foul on Harrison.
Burleson gets the pass and is able to focus as Harrison is flying to try to block the shot. It's a good finish for the end one.
To the Caring Hands home health free throw line. This free throw, Cam Jones the board and a foul. That's Blair's fourth.
Northwood foul. Whistle on number 1.
Northwood's missed 7 free throws tonight. 12-point game.
And that's an area when you look at this game, you know, those margins are so big, and the turnovers and the free throws, those are two areas that, you know, if you produced a little bit more, it could have been a different story. Still so much to be proud of. I mean, they played great, and this is a Reidsville team that undefeated to this point, and it's like they're going to finish this off so talented, disciplined as well. So it's been one of those ball games where you admire the effort and just the skill in this game.
Some blood for Bo Harvey, so a quick timeout to check on him. The Northwood team with 30 wins. There aren't many teams in the state that can say that. Beating West Bladen in the region final. And while we have a second, the West Shore home play of the game. Great effort by Kendra Harrison.
Oh, Harrison, he's got about 4 or 5 plays where he was all over the floor, and his shot blocking ability just flying through the sky. He's made huge impacts on defense. And it's the emotion that he plays with really brings fire to his team.
The junior putting on an absolute display. Now it's a 14-point game. Keep in mind, 3 Reidsville starters return next year for what could be a three-peat. Cam Fowler also comes back for his senior year. Misses the layup, and this board might do it. A foul here for Rajay Torres, the sophomore guard. And now time for our Riddle and Riddle Injury Lawyers Player of the Game. Guess who? Kendra Harrison.
Well, number 0, Kendra Harrison, has deserved this Riddle and Riddle Player of the Game award. He has been fantastic. 16 points, those 11 boards. But the defense, 6 blocks with 3 steals, Evan. He's done it all and done it in impressive fashion. And those plays, those dunks, have been momentum shifts for his team.
Kendra Harrison was the MVP of last year's state final. Between him and Deontay Neal, you have quite the argument of who's going to win the MVP this time.
Bo Harvey returns.
As Bo Harvey can return with that bloody elbow.
Number 4, Brian Gwynn checks in for Reidsville.
And Brian Gwynn, one of the seniors, gets his final minutes in a Reidsville uniform. Free throws for senior Janiah Sharp, who will play at USC Aiken next year, playing college basketball. Fowler in transition, nice dunk. He's got 25.
Yeah, he's played really well. I like the fight from Northwood, finishing off the game.
A late foul for Burleson. He will foul out. And Neal can put this game away at the free throw line.
Whistle on 0, Hayes Burleson. That's his 5th. He's replaced by number 5, Jalen Skurlock.
Burleson, the senior, embracing his coach, and it's meant a lot to this program.
Free throws for Deontay Neal, who's got 21 himself. And this duo of Neal and Harrison are both juniors. They come back next year.
They will be the favorite.
I would sure hope.
Yeah, and
this is Shaq and Kobe-esque. This guard, it's forward combination.
It's a special run for this program. It has had so many great players.
30 seconds away from a state title. And this missed 3 should wrap it up. Now reach and foul for Josiah Brown.
Chargers foul whistle on number 4, Josiah Brown, who's first.
Now Reidsville can sub in and celebrate the state title. And in the hands of the starting point guard, Deontay Neal. Now the underclassmen can check in. Jaquez Tynes, the sophomore center. Trayshawn Brown, the junior point guard. And celebrating this championship class off the court.
14%. 20, Savion Johnson.
Also Savion Johnson comes in the game. And Neal, with 24, closes out his night. What a performance by this Reidsville program.
Well, and at this point, it's good to get everybody into the ball game and to get a chance to play in a state championship game. And on one side, you feel for Northwood, and you know they're upset about this result. They've been outstanding this year. And then on the other side, you see the emotions right there. They put so much into it. You know, the other side for Reidsville, they're going to be celebrating this big win for a long time.
Here's Jordan Holder to the bucket. Finn Sullivan's come into the game. He drives inside. And putting out the closing seconds of this state final. Free throws coming up for Rajay Torres.
Rams foul charge to 14, Chris Smith.
Northwood will fall to 30-3 with a prolific regular season. It's the third trip to the state finals in 6 years for this Northwood program. You can see the embrace there from Coach Brown to his senior class. Make it 60 straight wins for the Reidsville Rams. Back-to-back state champions in 2A men's hoops.
Reidsville Rams 71. Northwood Chargers 54.
And the celebration is underway here in Joel Coliseum.
This was an impressive game, and Reidsville didn't come easy in the first half, Evan, but they found a way to turn it on in the second half and really came out strong in the third quarter to get this state championship win.
So many stars to celebrate in this matchup. Great matchup. Northwood's Fowler, 27 points. Kendra Harrison fired, winning back-to-back state titles. We'll hear from Coach Jason Ross in just a few moments after the handshakes. A game with a lot of emotion, a lot of energy in this state final. And there's your most likely MVP. Having a blast with his Reidsville fan base. What a closing act to this NCHSAA state playoff, the 2A champs, the Reidsville Rams. And now Jason Halter to talk to the winning head coach, Jason Ross.
Well, Coach, congratulations. I know a lot of celebrating going on, but at the halftime break, your team received your message. What did you tell them to really turn things on in the third quarter?
I told them we were, I think, 2 for 10 from three-point line, 10 for 27 overall. We were shooting the ball terribly, and we were still winning the game. I told them just lock in on defense, focus on what we do well, and we'll be all right. We prayed as a team. We had our team chaplain pray for us, and we came back out, and look what God did for us.
And you go back-to-back undefeated season. What makes this team so special? What is it about this team that maybe people on the outside, they don't know about, but you know that's special?
They work unbelievably hard. I tell my guys all the time that you win championships in March. I'm sorry, in June. They give you the trophy in March, and they work so hard in the weight room, off the court in practice. I'm just unbelievably proud of them. You know, back-to-back state championships. I'm nothing else to say.
Well, Coach, you do a great job with this team, and this community is behind you. What does it mean to bring a state championship back to this whole Reidsville community and give it to these players?
It means everything to me and to the players. We've had so many former players and state champions say to us, hey, we've won a state championship, we've never went back-to-back. Y'all make history, go make history. And we want to do that for them, and that's what we did. And we're just proud to be Reidsville Rams.
Enjoy celebrating this victory, and congratulations.
I'll see you next year.
We'll see you next year.
Yes, sir.
Gotta love the confidence of Coach Ross. His program goes back-to-back. We'll hand out some trophies when we return to Winston-Salem. Welcome back to Winston-Salem, the North Carolina High School Athletic Association 2A state title. Now it's time to hand out championship trophies. Northwood, a great battle in the 30-win season. Reidsville, they're the back-to-back champs, known as the football capital of the state. Might be better known now as the hoops capital with 2 straight titles. Here is Northwood coach Matt Brown being honored for an impressive 30-win campaign. And now we'll step aside for the PA announcer and celebrate Reidsville as the state champs.
Now I'd like to ask the team captains for Northwood, please join your head coach, Matt Brown, over with the commissioner, and receive your runner-up trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, a nice round of applause for the Northwood Chargers. Congratulations on a great season. And now, the state champion medals for the Reidsville Rams. Number 1, Deontay Neal. Number 2, Christian Scales. Number 3, Janias Sharp. Number 4, Brian Quinn. Number 5, Princeton Channing. Number 10, Cameron Jones. Number 11, Treshawn Brown. Number 12, Frankie Calloway. Number 14, Chris Smith. Number 15, Mario Ingram. Number 20, Savion Johnson. Number 24, Jordan Robinson. And number 34, Jacques Tynes. And now for the Reidsville staff. Videographer Kim Neal. Statistician Tanya Scarver. Athletic trainer Alexis Calloway. Assistant coaches Dion Ross. Dan Stevens. Justin Massey. Gerard Neal. Chico Calloway. Khalil Rahman. And Titus Jones. And head coach of your state champion Reidsville Rams, Jason Ross. Team captains for Reidsville. I'd now like you to join Coach Ross over with Commissioner Q. Tucker and President Dr. Gainey. Receive your state champion trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, there were a number of outstanding individual performances in this state championship game. And there are 3 individual awards given based on votes by media representatives covering tonight's game. The most outstanding player, powered by the United States Army National Guard. On the Northwood side is Cam Fowler. Cam, presenting your award is Army National Guard Representative Sergeant Tuttle. Congratulations, Cam. And the most outstanding player, powered by the United States Army National Guard, from Reidsville, is Deontay Neal. Presenting the award is Army National Guard Representative Sergeant Tuttle. Congratulations, Cam. Congratulations, Deontay, for your most outstanding performances for your teams. And fans, one player has been selected as the Charlie Adams Most Valuable Player in memory of the longtime and former NCHSAA Executive Director, Charlie Adams. The Charlie Adams MVP for this state championship game is from Reidsville, and it's Shania Sharp. Congratulations, Shania. And congratulations, Reidsville Rams, your state champions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful week of high school basketball here at the Jewel. We thank you for joining us, and as you leave tonight...
How about our final Oxter and Permar final stats of this game? Oxter and Permar, we make wrongs right. As Kendra Harrison and Reidsville stamp their ticket for a state championship game. And down the stretch, free throws made, a good win for Reidsville.
Yeah, and just all the way around, they played really well, shooting the basketball, making good decisions, protecting the ball, and then on the boards.